Hello everybody. In this session, we will discuss elasticity of demand. In elasticity of demand, we will discuss definition of elasticity of demand. Then we will discuss types of elasticity of demand. Then finally, we will discuss method for measuring price elasticity of demand. So, to have a better clarification on this particular concept, we will address some question answer. And these questions are like, what is elasticity of demand? Number one. Then second is discuss types of the elasticity of demand, or discuss kinds of elasticity of demand. Then third question, we are going to question answer. We are going to address, discuss two methods for measuring price elasticity of demand. Discuss two methods for measuring price elasticity of demand. So here we'll discuss two methods for measuring price elasticity of demand. First, here we'll start with the elasticity of demand. In the elasticity of demand, I have divided this into three parts. First, we'll understand what is elasticity. Then we'll discuss elasticity of demand in general. Then we'll discuss elasticity of demand from economics point of view, or from price point of view. Now, what is elasticity? Elasticity is the percentage change in one variable due to percentage change in another variable. What I said, I repeat, elasticity is the percentage change in one variable due to the percentage change in another variable. The formula of elasticity is, like E stands for elasticity, then it can be calculated by dividing percentage change in X. X is one variable by percentage change in Y. Y is another variable. Next, we'll move to the elasticity of demand. Elasticity of demand in general can be defined as the percentage change in quantity demanded caused by 1% change in the demand determinants under consideration, keeping other determinants constant. Like in the law of demand, we have assumed some factors as constant, like habit, then taste, preference of the consumer are constant. Then price of the related goods are constant. And then income of the consumer are constant. Okay, so demand determinants. Demand determinants like the price of the products can determine the demand. Then income of the consumer can determine the demand of the product. So here, in general, elasticity of demand can be defined as the percentage change in the quantity demanded caused by 1% or more change in the demand determinants. Demand determinants like price of product, income of the consumer under consideration. That we'll discuss it more briefly or elaborately in the types of the elasticity of demand. And here we need to assume other determinants as constant. Now we'll focus into the third level of the elasticity of demand. Actually, I said that we'll discuss it in the three part. So third part, basically we'll focus on the demand function. Now demand function, if we say like demand function is basically related to the price, income, price of the related goods, then taste of the consumer. So as you can see in this formula, like D stand for demand equal to F for function, then within bracket P is the price, then Y is income, then PR is the price of the related goods, then T taste of the consumer. So here, like according to the law of demand, we need to think that price of the income, then price of the related goods, taste of the consumer as constant. So when it is constant, then we are getting that demand is the function of price. What I said, demand is the function of price. and here D stand for demand, then equal to F function within bracket P stand for price. So here we can write like this: demand is the function of price. Now we are going to discuss the elasticity of demand from the price point of view. Elasticity of demand may be defined as the ratio of percentage change in demand to the percentage change in price. What I said, I am repeating: elasticity of demand may be defined as the ratio of percentage change in demand to the percentage change in price. Now here we'll go through one illustration also through on graph analysis. Like here, y-axis represent the price of the good, then x-axis represent the quantity of the goods. Now if we talk about this, like when price was P1, quantity required was Q1 quantity was on demand at P1 price. Now when price come down to P2, then demand increases to Q2, that was the quantity demanded, and this is basically the demand curve. So then if we think just reverse, original price is P2 and quantity demand was Q2, then price increased to P1, and due to that price increase, demand decrease. Okay, and demand came to Q1. So this is a inverse relationship of the law of demand. What we know, that when price increase, demand decreases, and when price decrease, demand increases. Okay, and this is basically the demand function, and based on this, here we are explaining the elasticity of demand. So here, like if we take P2 is the original price, then price increase to P1. So this is basically the elasticity from this point to this point. Now if we think that price was P2 and price increase to P1, then demand will come from this point to this point. So this is basically elastic demand. Now demand can be elastic and demand can be inelastic also. When demand is elastic, if there is a increase or decrease in the demand of the good due to the increase or decrease in the price, that is known as the elastic demand. And if there is no change in the demand of the good due to the change in the price, that is inelastic demand. But in the elasticity of demand, simply we need to keep in mind that elasticity of demand may be defined as the ratio of the percentage change in demand to the percentage change in price. Next, we will discuss the types of elasticity of demand. Now, in the types of the elasticity of demand, we'll discuss the three types of the elasticity of demand, or three kinds of the elasticity of demand. Number one, price elasticity of demand, then cross elasticity of demand, then third category is income elasticity of demand. Now, we'll discuss price elasticity of demand. Price elasticity of demand already we have discussed, but again we'll just go through a revision. Price elasticity of demand is the ratio of percentage change in quantity demanded to the percentage change in price, and which can be termed as like this, price elasticity of demand equal to percentage changes quantity demanded divided by percentage change in price. Moreover, we can say that price elasticity of demand may be calculated by dividing the percentage change in quantity demanded by percentage change in price. Then next, we'll discuss cross elasticity of demand. In the cross elasticity of demand, we'll discuss it with the example also to make it very simple. Now, cross elasticity of demand is basically a relationship between the percentage change in quantity of one good due to the percentage change in price of another related goods or of a related goods. What I said, I am repeating again. Cross elasticity of demand is the relationship between the percentage change in the quantity demanded of one good, say for example good B, to the percentage change in the price of good A. Good A means related goods, of a related goods. Okay, and which can be termed like this, like here EBA is the cross elasticity of demand, which is basically related to the B is a quantity demanded of a good and A is the price of a related goods. So now we'll go through a simple example. Now here cross elasticity is basically applicable for related goods, substitute goods or complementary goods or alternative products. Now here like tea and coffee are substitute products. Now here like if the tea price increase and it is near to coffee price, we are assuming, say for example coffee price is 100 rupees per kilo. Okay, we are assuming it. Now the tea price increases and it came to 90 from 50 rupees. Earlier tea price per kilo was 50 rupees and from 50 rupees tea price increased to 90 or 95. And due to that, some consumer or some percentage of the consumer who are consuming tea earlier, they will shift to coffee. As because the tea price increase and with a little bit of increment, they can consume coffee. So now percentage change in the quantity demanded, yeah, coffee, and price change of the tea. So tea is the A, price of tea, which is here A, and coffee is the quantity demand, which is indicated by B. So this is basically the cross elasticity of demand. Now I'll discuss income elasticity of demand. Income elasticity of demand may be defined as the ratio of percentage change in the quantity demanded to the percentage change in income. Or in other words, it can be said that income elasticity of demand may be calculated by dividing percentage change in quantity demanded by percentage change in income. Next, methods of measuring price elasticity of demand. In the methods of measuring price elasticity of demand, earlier also I said we will go through only two methods. Two methods for measuring price elasticity of demand. Apart from this, there are few more methods are there, but today in this session we will cover only two methods. One is the percentage method and second the point method. The percentage method. This is very simple method of price elasticity of demand or simple method to measure the price elasticity of demand, and it is well accepted. Now, in this method, what happens? Like the elasticity of demand is being measured to the ratio of the percentage change in quantity demanded to the percentage change in price. Ratio of the percentage change means 1%, 2%, 3%. So their percentage change in quantity demanded, like percentage change in quantity demanded, that need to be calculated like original quantity demand, then change in the quantity demanded. So from original to change in the quantity demand, so there will be two quantity. Then original price, from original price, then change in the price, what change have taken. So like this, through percentage method, elasticity of demand can be measured in a very simple way. Then next is the point method. In the point method, like this is a very popular method, and this method is recommended and propagated by renowned economics Alfred Marshall. And according to him, demand can be measured through point, or it is also known as point method, demand point. Now how it is, we will go through this explanation. Now y axis represent the price and x axis represent the quantity. Now if in the y axis we assume the price is E, with this price quantity demand will be NO. Okay, so PO is the price point. Now why it is the point, we can say demand point. So DD is the demand curve. DD is the demand curve. Now DD demand curve is tangent with the AB straight line. AB straight line. Okay, DD demand curve are tangent with the AB straight line. Now here we can see PO. PO is the point where at this price quantity demand is NO. Next, like if the price came to F or came down to F, then quantity demand will be N1. Quantity demand will be N1. So at this price, quantity demand will be N1 and the point will be P1. Point will be P1. So like this, through point method, we can measure the price elasticity of demand through price. Like when price increase, this is the price, demand point. And when price decrease, this is the point. So like this, we can measure the price elasticity of demand through point method. So we can think reverse also. If we start with the F is the origin price. Okay, then demand is N1. Now if the price increase from F to E, then demand will be NO, and in this case first point will be the P1 and second point will be PU, which will be the on demand curve and AB straight line tangent point. Now thank you everybody for participating in this session. Now just I will go through the highlights of the today's session. Like in the today's session, from the today's session, we'll be able to understand the elasticity of demand, then price elasticity of demand, then methods for measuring price elasticity of demand. And for that, initially I have said a few questions also, and throughout this session we have addressed the answer of this question. Now further I would like to say that this session is very simple, and to make it simple I have not covered the further explanation related to the basic concept. So while you are reading, you will go through the further questions and further details, theories are there, like more example, more elaboration, like in the price elasticity of demand, just I have touched the concept. In the income elasticity of demand, just I have touched the concept. I have not even given the example also. So if you have any query, you can get back to me through the comments box, and I will give you the answer and explanation also. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.